Hello students, hope you all are fine. So welcome to your physics class, and today we will discuss two most important topic of your physics chapter number 1, and these are the two most important topics. First one is vernier caliper and second one is screw gauge. So students, firstly come to your first topic. This is your most important topic, vernier caliper. So students, look carefully. This is the diagram of vernier caliper. As all of you know, before explaining its main parts, firstly come to its main parts. There are the different parts given. First one, these are the outside jaws, fixed jaws, inside jaws, screw, vernier scale, main scale, and this one T is strip. So first one, come to its outside jaws. But before explaining this part, you have to know what is vernier caliper. What is the use of vernier caliper? Why we use vernier caliper? So students, what is vernier caliper? This vernier caliper is used to measure length of the rod, diameter of the sphere, the depth of the small beaker. That means with the help of this vernier caliper, you can measure the length of any rod. You can find out diameter of the sphere. You can find depth of the small beaker. With the help of this vernier caliper, you can do these functions. Okay. Now, what are the different main parts of this vernier caliper? So, first one is outside jaws. What is the main function of this outside jaws? Outside jaws are used to measure the length of the rod, diameter of the sphere, external diameter of the sphere, and the hollow cylinder. That means you can find out external diameter of the sphere also as well as hollow cylinder. After then, second part is, you can see in the diagram, inside jaw is given. What is the function of inside jaws? It is used to measure the internal diameter of the hollow cylinder or pipe. After then, third part is also given, that is T. This is the strip. The use of this strip is used to measure the depth of the beaker or the bottle. That means this strip is used to measure the depth of any beaker. You can use any beaker, any bottle, and with the help of this strip you can find out depth of the beaker. After the next part is also given in the diagram, that is main scale. This longer part is known as main scale. This is main scale. What is the use of main scale? It is used to measure length correct up to 1 millimeter. That means this is the smallest reading of the main scale. After then, vernier scale. In the diagram there is vernier scale also. This small part is vernier scale. Then what is the use of this vernier scale? It helps to measure length correct up to 0.1 mm. That means this vernier scale helps to measure the reading up to 0.1 mm. So now students, look carefully how we use this vernier caliper to do our functions. That means it is used to measure the length of rod. Then suppose we have to find out diameter of sphere. There is any ball, any sphere shape particle is any particle or any object is given. So students, firstly you have to put this sphere into these outside jaws. When you put the object between these outside jaw will normally held gently between these jaws, and after then you can read the reading. There is some reading shows. This is the main scale reading. After then you can take any reading in the vernier scale. In the vernier scale there will be any best coinciding reading. Then what will you do? Firstly you write the main scale reading. After then you look into this and see there is any best coinciding reading. After then multiply with the least count and add them. When you add these two readings, you can simply find the reading of this diameter of this sphere. So firstly you have to find out least count, because if you don't know least count you cannot find out reading. So how you will find least count of this vernier caliper? So there is one formula is given to find out least count of the vernier caliper. Least count of the vernier caliper is find out by this formula: value of one main scale division divided by total number of division on vernier. That means Simply you put here value of one main scale division. What is the value of one main scale division? It is 1 millimeter divided by total number of division on vernier. That means what are the total number of division given on the main scale? These are given 10. So you write here 1 by 10. So you will get list count. List count is 0.1 mm. If you want to convert into centimeter, then it will be changed into 0.01 centimeter. So students, this is the list count of vernier caliper. There is one more topic here. You can decrease this list count by decreasing the number of division on vernier scale. That means if you decrease the division on vernier scale, you can also decrease the total list count. And if you decrease the value of one main scale, that means less than 0.1 mm, then list count also decrease. So by these two ways you can also decrease the list count. So students, whenever you are taking any reading for the vernier caliper, there will be some errors. If there are some errors related to the vernier calipers, there are two type of the error: positive zero error and negative zero error. So students, look carefully. This is the first diagram of positive zero error. Yes, this is main scale and this lower part is vernier scale. You can see from this diagram there are two zeros are given. Whenever we bring two jaws together, then the zero mark of this vernier scale is always right of the main scale. You can simply say that the zero of this vernier scale is come after the main scale. That means this firstly come main scale of the zero, after then zero of the vernier scale. Then there will be positive zero error. Then how will you find out reading of the positive zero error? Yes students, see carefully from this diagram. There are readings are given 0 to 10. But there is only one reading, that is best coinciding. You have to take this best coinciding reading, sixth division. After then multiply with list count. What is the list count? 6 into 0.01. Why we put here plus? Because this is positive zero error. So we write here plus. After then multiply them. This is the value of positive zero error. Okay, clear? After then our second error, that is negative zero error. There is very little difference between this positive zero error and negative zero error. What is the main difference? In the negative zero error, zero of this vernier scale come before the main scale. You can see that main scale of zero is come after the zero of vernier scale. Whenever this happens, then there is negative zero error. Then how can you find out negative zero error? There's little difference. The way to find negative zero error, there is some difference. How you find? All of you know list count is 0.01 centimeter, and total number of division, you can see that 0 up to 10. So total division 10. Coinciding division same 6. Then zero error is equal to, yes students, here we write negative zero error. So you have to write sign minus. Then apply bracket total number of division minus best coinciding division, multiply with list count. You will find 10 minus 6 4, multiply 0.01. Answer will be 0.04. So this is negative zero error. So you have to write sign minus 0.04 centimeter. This is negative zero error. But how will you correct reading? How will you find correct reading? So students, to get a correct reading, zero error is always subtracted from the observed reading. Whenever you get any reading from the vernier caliper, if there are some errors, then how will you correct it? The best way to correct it, if there is positive zero error, then it gets subtracted from the zero error. And if you get negative zero error, it gets added to the observed reading. That means positive error gets subtracted and negative zero error gets added. It is simply written in this formula. Whenever you write observed reading, minus zero error. Minus zero error, that means if positive zero error, then you write the value of positive zero error. It simply subtract from the observed reading. But if you write the value of negative zero error, minus sign is already given here. And if you write the value of negative zero error, then minus plus. So it's already added in this observed reading. So this is the topic of your vernier caliper. You have to do it very carefully. This is most important topic. And after then we come to our second topic. Our second topic is about screw gauge. This is our also most important topic as a vernier caliper. Yes students, look carefully. This is the diagram of screw gauge. You can see its main parts that are given on this diagram. So firstly you have to understand what is the use of this screw gauge. Why we use screw gauge? If we have vernier caliper, then why we use screw gauge? What is the basic difference? What is the main difference between the screw gauge and the vernier caliper? So students, it works on the principle of screw and it is used to measure the diameter of wire and the thickness of paper. That means you have to find thickness of paper. Suppose this is paper, this is very small, its thickness is very less, and with the help of this screw gauge you can find out thickness of this paper also. That means it can use to measure very small reading up to 0.001 centimeter. So students, tell me, vernier caliper reads its reading up to which? Yes, it's reading up to 0.01 centimeter, but this screw gauge helps to read its reading up to 0.001 centimeter. That means it can use to read very small reading. If you want to find very small reading, then we can use this screw gauge. Okay, this is the basic difference between vernier caliper and the screw gauge. So students, now come to its basic parts. So first of all, you can see that there a U frame is given. This B point is given, name is spindle. A part is given, name is stud. This is sleeve. You can say that base line, main scale. This is circular scale, hollow cylinder, thimble, and this is ratchet. So start from this ending point. This is ratchet. What is the use of this part? This is used to advance the screw. That means whenever we apply force on this part, this ratchet part, then this apply force on this screw. That means this screw part moves, and this part is used to put any object between A and B. That means stud and the spindle. And whenever we move this ratchet, then this held gently any object between these 2 points. That means if we put any object like wire, like paper, rubber, anything, then this A and B part will use to put its fixed used to fix its parts. Okay, now second part is sleeve. You can see that this is sleeve is given. Sleeve is used to give to mark main scale or baseline. That means on this sleeve main scale is given. After then third is thimble. On this thimble circular scale is given. You can see that there is a circular scale is given. This circular scale is given on the thimble. That means with the help of thimble you can find out reading on the circular scale. After then main scale. Main scale is also given here. This main scale reading is up to very small reading and it is used to measure up to 1 mm. After then circular scale. This is circular scale. This circular scale is given on which part? Thimble. And this circular scale reading are different. That means if you use screw gauge small reading, it will have 50 division, 100 division, 150 division, 20 division. Okay. And this circular scale helps to read length correct up to 0.01 millimeter. So students, these are the basic part. These are the main parts of this screw gauge. So for finding out reading, suppose you have to find diameter of the wire, you have to find thickness of the wire, then you have to use formula for finding this. Formula is same, main scale reading plus best coinciding reading multiply its list count. But you don't know list count, how you find it list count? So for finding list count, you have to know the value of pitch. What do you know by pitch? Pitch is a different part. This is not given here. So what is pitch? It is the linear distance moved by its screw on the main scale when circular scale is given one complete rotation. That means whenever its circular scale is given one rotation, then it is known as pitch. So formula for least count is pitch divided by total number of division on its circular scale. So you have to find out the value of pitch. After then divide with the total number of division, you will get the value of least count. Suppose value of one main scale division is 0.05 centimeter, and after then total number of division are 500. We simply put values here, and our least count is 0.001 millimeter or centimeter. This is the least count of screw gauge. So student, as in the vernier caliper there are some errors, and in screw gauge there are also some errors, and these errors are of two type: positive zero error and negative zero error. So students, come to its first part. This is positive zero error. Look carefully into the diagram. What is the basic difference? You can observe here. In the positive zero error, this is the zero of baseline and this is the zero of this circular scale. You can see that zero of this circular scale is below the baseline. Whenever we bring the flat end B of this screw with the stud A, then the zero mark of this baseline is above the baseline zero of this circular scale. Then there is positive zero error. Then how we find this error? You know least count. So you firstly write here least count 0.01 centimeter. You have to find here best coinciding reading. Suppose here this fifth division is best coinciding. So write here 5 into 0.01 centimeter. Multiply this and you will get 0.005 centimeter. So this is positive zero error. So use here plus sign. Okay. Now this is negative zero error. What is the basic difference? Yes student, look carefully. This is the zero of baseline and this is the zero of circular scale. What is the basic difference between these two? Here zero of the circular scale is above the baseline. Whenever this happens, then there will be negative zero error. Then whenever you find negative zero error in your reading, then how you will find out? Same as in the vernier caliper. You have to find out firstly what is the best coinciding reading. Here you see that this is the best coinciding reading. 95 is the best coinciding reading. So write here 95. 95 division of circular scale coincide with the baseline. Total number of division are 100. Total number of division are 100. Least count is 0.001 centimeter. Then how will you use here? You have to put here 100 total number of division minus best coinciding 95 multiply least count 0.001 is equal to, your answer will be 0.005. But this is negative zero error, so you use sign here negative. This is negative zero error. So students, you studied about both the errors, positive zero error and negative zero error, but you also correct its reading also. How you will be correct its reading? You simply apply the formula. Correct reading is equal to observed reading minus zero error with the sign. So whenever you take any reading for the diameter of wire, for the thickness of paper, you simply put your reading here. Observed reading minus, if you get positive zero error, then minus in brackets you write the value of positive zero error, and if you get negative zero error, then you put your reading observed reading minus in bracket negative zero error. So minus minus will become plus and you will get your correct reading. So with the help of this you can find out reading for your, so with the help of your screw gauge you can find out reading for the thickness of paper and for the thickness of any rubber, any thin surface. With the help of this you can do very simple method. So students, these are two most important topics of your chapter number 1 B part. Hope you have cleared all these two topics. So students, do up to this. Thank you.